Okay, step number one is to remove the wheel, 21mm socket. There's a lock here, so you put the lock on, and then this socket will go on it, and then you can break that one free. I suggest at least breaking them free before jacking it up, even if you have an impact, because sometimes if they're stuck on there, it's hard to get it off. So, step one. So this pinch bead, these notches, right in between them, that's where you should put your jack. There should be 4 of them on the car, basically one near each wheel. All right, with the wheel off, now we have to pull back this shield. So there's these tabs here. The way they work, they have a little inset. You kind of, with a screwdriver, oh, that one just popped right out. A lot of times the head portion will pop out and then you can slip the whole thing off. We're going to remove a few of these, at least, I think that one, and I'll give you an update here in a sec. This is what they look like. So typically you just pull that head up and that will release it, and then sometimes you have to pull the thing out. So that's what you do first, is get that head pulled up, and then usually you can pull the whole thing out of the hole. So there's a number of them down here. So there's one. So from the front, the wheel well, looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them down here that can get pulled off in order to help peel this piece back. All right, so I removed a number of them. It looks like mostly focusing on this side. It does help to remove the other ones because this whole thing can flex out. If you remove like the ones down here. Now the washer is exposed. Should be fairly easy. I'm gonna get a tub to put underneath here. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed here. So basically I'm gonna plug or pull this hose, boom. I'll start trickling that thing out. That's gonna take a while. I'm gonna undo the wire harness, which has the plug thing right there. Alright, so unplug that. There's another hose on the back side. Pull that off, or try to. I'm gonna pause it 1 second. I'll use 2 hands to get. Okay, so now it might be hard to tell, but it looks like there's a little tab right here that kind of clips in. So it looks like if I pry this up here, it will release. I gotta be careful, I don't want to break that tab. There we go. Alright, so now it's releasing. I think I just pulled this thing out now. And then it'll start pressure. Yep, there it is. Alright. Large blows, Captain. Of course, I filled up the reservoir thinking I was out of fluid, not thinking that the pump wasn't working. So that's fun. So the new one came with a separate piece and then this. So this can get stuck on here. Another option is you could stick the rubber into the rubber piece seal into the reservoir first, which I may try because the rubber piece is still stuck in there from the last one. This one doesn't have a filter on it, which is interesting. This one has a filter and might be hard to see. So I guess I'll keep the filter end on the new one and see what happens. All right, so let me just see if I can just shove it right back in. Oh, this is not quite on all the way. Let me put this on all the way first. Let's see if this will just shove right in. It looks like it does. I hope that it's sealed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug these hoses in, put some fluid in here, and see if it holds water. And then I'm going to test it. Alright, so the back one hose is on, front hose is on. Plug in the wire harness. This wire harness does not fit. Just get two hands on it once. All right, okay, finally got this thing plugged in. This is a real tight fit, so I don't know what was going on there. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue as far as everything else goes. All right, like I said, I'm going to plug this in, these in, and then fill it with some water before getting too far. All right, as far as I can tell, it's not leaking. I did pour a bunch of water, so there's some extra dripping there, but it doesn't appear to be leaking at all. Like there's those drips, but I think that might be residual. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car and see if the wipers work, or the washer, fluid spray nozzle things. Alrighty, let's give it a try. I can hear it pumping. I don't see him spraying. Let's check what's going on. But I hear at least the pump going this time. Didn't hear that before. Okay, they work now. I'm not exactly sure what the original issue was, and it wasn't working in the back, but it works now. So I did end up unplugging this right here and letting it spray. There may have been like an air pocket or something that prevented it from going further. Once I did that, sprayed out of here, then I hooked it back up, and then it came out of all the nozzles, even the rear.